Hamilton is charging up the stairway with his... What is your focus weapon? You have a staff?
Yeah, quarterstaff, yeah.
Okay, you're charging up the stairs with a quarterstaff, or 1/4 staff as you have it written on your page.
It's a staff of quarters.
I'm a very small person. I'm a gnome, so it's not very large.
It's like the Resident Evil 3 shotgun, quarter shotgun.
Bruh.
So Hamilton's charging up the stairway. It's a really narrow stairway. He can't really see where he's going, but there's kind of a light at the top. He's charging up with his quarterstaff ready, and it opens up into this room, and he just kind of stops. And he looks around, and it's just like the ceilings are huge, or probably towering 30 feet up. And there's no light in here other than the moonlight shining through the windows. You guys are it's kind of an oval shaped room. And you look down, and it appears to be some kind of it almost seems like some quarters, like a bedroom almost, but it's huge.
Quarters is in a room, not the coin, right?
Yeah, not like your
Or his
staff.
Not like my staff.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, yeah.
quarters. I don't know if there's any kind of way to say that differently. Quarters. It's just a quarter.
You can say quarters.
I'm not Hamilton.
Coitus.
I can't talk like
That's a
that.
different way to say
You
it.
could say coitus. Like sex.
There are suits of armor that line the walls of this building or this room, and they each have different names inscribed and little nameplates. As you're looking around, they each have different weapons. It appears that each of these suits of armor may have some kind of significance to them, and they are surrounding the inner circle of this room as you walk in to your left and right as you're standing in the doorway. Bartholonude and Topher and Benedict all are approaching you on the stairs behind you, and they come up behind you as they all enter. All four of you guys enter the room together, and the moonlight is shining in from the windows, and you guys are starting to see just how expansive this room is. Beyond the suits of armor, it kind of goes into a narrow opening, and on the other end, it appears to drop a little down towards the floor. You look to your left and you look to your right, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's polished. There's extremely elegant tapestries hanging from the walls. A little dusty, a little. You can tell it takes a lot of upkeep to keep this place just looking really nice. So as you guys walk into the room, you guys get a idea of where you guys are headed into the room to do. What's next? What do you guys do?
So there's weapons and stuff in here. Like, is it
The statues.
like the statues have
the,
weapons?
the suits.
Yeah, the suits of
suits have
armor,
weapons.
they're kind of like mounted on these little platforms,
Yeah.
and each of them
Yeah, I
have,
gotcha.
some of them have spears, some of them have swords, some of them just carry shields.
What are their... You said that they all have names, right?
They have little name plates.
Oh, okay. All right, I want to check one of those out.
Okay. So you walk into the room, and there's to the right and the left, there are 8 suits of armor on each side of you as they kind of crest the semicircle of the room. So which direction do you go to? Which one do you go to?
Can you tell me any of their features?
As far as like their weapons or anything like that, or
Yeah, or just like do any of them look different than the other? Are they all?
yeah,
like,
all of them are unique suits of armor. So that kind of gives you the vibe that these are significant in some way. They're not just regular
any of them
suits
fat?
of armor. Some of them are more broad than others, but in the areas their armor typically wasn't. In that kind of day, armor was normally, if people were large and they wore armor, it was substituted by chainmail in the weak points.
Okay, I want to pick the broadest.
The broadest.
The broadest of boys.
Okay. Is that B-O-Y or B-O-I? Like a broad boy.
B-O-I. Yeah, it's
Boy.
Like a broad boy.
Well,
Okay.
Hamilton seems safe after he ran up the stairs, so I'm going to follow and just join him.
Well, he already stated that we already were.
Yeah, you guys were
up
already
there
up the
with him.
stairs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
However, Hamilton has entered the room, and he walks over to the broadest of the suits of armor. And it's not broad in the sense that you get the vibe that this man was a giant. It has a broad chest. It's about, I would say it's, I don't know, maybe like 20. I don't even know how wide this thing is.
He was like a Baratheon.
Yeah, like what you would imagine the mountain would have worn.
Yeah.
He was just really, it's really broad but narrow as it goes thinner, and the legs of this thing are huge. You could tell where the straps for the leg plates and the chest plates are. They're like pulled out to the max. So I mean, whoever wore this thing obviously was a large individual.
He was a big old handsome man.
In the middle of this thing, there is a emblazoned skull with fire around the middle and the chest plate.
Yeah,
and then there's droplets of blood that are coming off.
Oh, that's
of
the
side.
suit of armor for me. Yeah.
So, you walk up to it, and there is a nameplate on it, and it says Cedric. Benedict, you become extremely enticed. All these giant, suits of armor and everything. You're obviously a hill dwarf, so you're like really getting into this. So you stroll out into the room, and there's one in particular, the second one all the way up to the left. The second one from the last, and it is wielding a large two-handed axe. Ooh. You are very drawn to this, so you kind of walk up to it, and as you look down, you're kind of looking at the axe, and as you're nearing it, you hear a slight, clink, and then the axe lets go, and it comes down, and it hits you in the neck, and cuts you. So you back off as you're terrified because you just got hit in the neck with an axe, and you kind of grab your throat and you hold back, and you're trying to stop the blood, and you reach over and you rip a piece of cloth off of your sleeve, and you kind of patch up your neck, and you actually take 3 damage from this axe.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over. I see what happens, and I walk over, and I'm gonna
do all of you walk over? Because I would imagine he yells.
More rushing over to him, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
On him, and
you get to roll for the heal on that, right?
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus my spell casting. So.
Give me that roll, my friend.
That'll be a 7.
Oh, so that you're full back up.
Yep.
So
don't want my homie to die.
So as you kind of hold your hand over him and you kind of speak your words to your Mishkal.
Mishkal, my God.
You speak your healing words to Mishkal, and as you do this, you see kind of like a scarring pattern form over his wound, and there's no more blood as the skin comes back together, and a healing of light comes out of your hand, and it forms like a giant scar where he was cut. So he is scarred, and then oddly enough, Benedict opens his mouth to speak, and his vocal cords are wrecked, and it's a deep, throaty growl.
Fuck.
So, do any of you guys want to do anything here?
Hamilton glances over his shoulder and sees Topher doing his healing deal on his broski, and he just kind of says, "Stop being such a drama queen, brother."
Fuck off.
So
How about I slit your fucking throat? Piece of shit.
I'd
You're
like to
fucking
see
small.
you try.
You're so small. Laughing in character. Small.
I will Eldritch Rouse the shit out of you.
I'll kill you. Brotherly love. It's unlike
Okay,
anything
so-
in the kingdom.
So do you, Hamilton, do you make any sort of comment on his change in voice, or are you just kind of just assuming that's what took place, or what? Because he started to yell at you, told you to fuck off and all that, and obviously you could hear his...
He politely fucks off.
Fair enough. All right. So what's next?
So the nameplates on these statues, it just says their names.
Correct. There is nothing else on them.
The emblems on the statues, we don't recognize any of them.
You don't recognize the one that you looked at.
Okay, so is there anything in the room that we do recognize? Any kind of signs or anything that we might know what it is?
I mean, this is a foreign room. Like I said, it was someone's quarters. On the far side of the room, you can see a statue.
I mean, I don't want to get political or anything. I'm just saying, is there anything inside the room that we can see?
You can see, like I said,
Do I have to build a wall here?
oh my gosh.
Ramp wall, 1 by 1.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Hamilton.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay. So you look around after you and your brother have that brief, harsh exchange, and you see on the far side of the room, on the opposite side where the suits of armor are for there, it comes to an abrupt stop, and there's a corner. It just doesn't appear to be anything. It's some cobwebs. As you continue to look around behind you on the continually elongated portion of the room, you see a set of barrels, and then the room kind of slopes downwards, and then there appears to be some kind of statue. You see the top of a bedspread over there, and then equally on that side you see more suits of armor, because of the other side of the room kind of is circular as well. So the room appears to be, like I said, an oval with two circles on the ends, and it's elongated in the middle. And in the middle portion, you see 2 pillars that have kind of like bowls on the top of them, and then there's a large frog statue in the middle as well.
I recognize the frog from my scrolls, at least from what I believe were in my scrolls that I was reading the other day, very intellectually reading them.
With your 2 intelligence check.
I want to go check out. So I can see the frog.
yeah, you guys can really see most of this room. Like,
Okay,
it's-
I want to go check out that frog.
Yeah.
okay.
Like I'm like running full speed, and I'm just like, a frog!
Okay. So Hamilton bolts over to the frog, and while he's on the way to the frog, do any of you guys want to do anything?
I'm going with them just because they're going somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of, wanting to go check out that bedspread, fam.
Okay. All right. So I'll split this up then. I'll go.
This bedspread
Just
looks hella nice.
This is hella
man.
Nice.
Sell bedspread and bedspread accessories. Oh God. So Hamilton, Bartholonude, and Benedict kind of run over to this giant frog statue that is sitting behind 2 of these pillars with the bulls on them. So they walk up to the frog statue, and the frog statue stands every bit of probably 8 to 9 feet tall. It kind of towers over you guys, and maybe a foot or 2 over top of Bartholonude, as he's a very large dragonborn. There's nothing really particularly special about this that you can tell. It's just a large statue. You guys circle the statue and you look around it. You don't really seem to find anything different upon a normal look, or anything out of the ordinary upon a normal look. Topher, so you stroll. They're all over, and from where you guys were standing, you guys walked forward, and then the frog statue was over the left. So you kind of run over that way with them, but you kind of branch off, and you go over to the other side of the room where you guys have not been yet. And you kind of stop, and it kind of slopes down a little hill. Now, in front of you see this giant eagle statue with these 2 orbs sitting, and at the end of its wings. And then over on the right, there's a bedspread, a giant bed, probably every bit of 15 feet wide, like way huge, and just really elaborate tapestries and blankets all over it. And it has massive poles that are going up maybe another 10, 15 feet to the ceiling, with just drapes going across, huge pillows, massive amounts of just
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you there, because I run down there to check out that area, but the bed is what caught my attention. But the eagle statue with the orbs is really what I didn't realize it was there. So I'm gonna go. My focus is now on that.
okay.
So, how big is that statue?
Okay, so that statue probably stands 20 feet tall.
20 feet tall.
It is ginormous, and it
So,
has a.
and where are the orbs at? Are they like? Is it like wings
So
outstretched?
the wings
and-
are not. They're not completely outstretched. They're kind of like an L shape almost. It appears to be some kind of almost resembling an eagle, and its wings are in like an I don't know. They're
Kinda
like
they're
arced inwards. They're kind of like a C pattern
almost like
where the
like a protection.
yeah
type-
they're kind of like
type,
they're
he's like
holding somebody.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So
But where-
and at the end of its wings, there are the orbs are sitting at the end of the wings.
Okay. Can I walk over to one of the orbs?
Yeah, so you walk over in front of the
We'll go to
statue.
the left. We'll go to like the left orb.
The left orb.
See it,
Okay.
yeah. Just kind of.
So as you walk over, as you peer down at the orbs, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's an 8.
Total 8?
Yep.
Okay. So this, I mean, it really wasn't a hard check. He's standing right in front of it. So, so as you look down at the orbs, you could tell that they have like a slight glow to them. And then in the middle between the two orbs, there's a sheet of paper.
Oh shit! Can I go inspect the paper?
Yeah. So you reach down and grab the paper.
The year of our Lord, but the day of endless horror. Many battles I have fought, many people I have killed. Some deserving, some not. My Lord has been given my utmost dedication and servitude. Yet, as I live and serve my Lord, it seems I am the one who is dying. I envy the soldiers, men and women, that have died at my hand, for they are at peace, resting in the almighty arms of their gods. But here I serve mine, and wish for the end. I have seen no finish to the suffering, no stop to the horrors, and this is only the beginning, so says my God. I am thankful for this good city, and the great gift he has bestowed upon me. But alas, I grow weary of this tumultuous evil. I meet with my liege this night to discuss our coming plans, and I will await my tasking. Today's events in the town were deeply troubling, and denying the horrors in the night is straining my mind. Such unease. I care for this town and the people within. Great God, grant me clemency, and an escape from this evil path. Signar of Neverwinter.
Damn, so he's talking about that shit that went down in the city.
Bruh. Yeah. All that.
Okay, so I am going to walk over to Topher, and I notice that he has a piece of paper. And glancing over his shoulder, I ask him what it is. Topher, what is that in your hand?
I think you should probably read it for yourself.
So I read it silently to myself.
While this is happening, I want to climb on the frog.
I want to boost him on the frog.
So you guys are reading over this letter, and Topher, you look back over your shoulder to see what your compadres are doing, and you see you see Benedict like hoisting Hamilton up on the side of this frog, and Benedict, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Strong as fuck. What's up? Shit.
Apparently you're not.
That's going to be an 8.
I should have read this out loud. This is fucking good.
It is really good.
All right, so you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
So you try to put your hand down and prompt your brother to try to jump up on your hand to try to shove him up. And as you push him up, he slips and falls, and his hands grab onto the side of the frog statue because he's relatively short. He can't even make the base of this thing. So his hands are holding onto the base, and then Hamilton, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh, I got this.
Natural born athlete.
That's me, for sure. I'm an athlete.
I heard gnomes are athletes.
16.
16. All right. So congratulations. You managed to grab the edge of this statue, and you are now hanging from the edge of it, and there's about 6 inches between your feet and the ground.
Nailed it. So can I climb the rest of the way up onto it?
Make a strength check.
That's going to be a 17.
Okay, so you strain your little arms and you yell and scream as hard as you can, and you manage to throw one of your feet up onto the side of the ledge that your hands are on, and then you slowly pull yourself up onto the side. Now you are on the base of where the frog is, and the frog statue it's relatively curved like a frog, so you could easily traverse the rest of this frog.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
All right, you traverse the frog. Nothing happens.
That's fun. But I'm on the frog now, right?
You are on the frog.
Good. Okay. I just want to glare intently at everyone else in the room now.
All right.
That'll end.
There's no glaring check, but roll an intimidation check.
Oh, baby, that's a 20. Not a nat 20. It's a 20.
All right, everyone is sufficiently intimidated by you on a frog. That's great.
Excellent. Good job.
It was said in a once wise lore that frogs cannot move backwards.
Yes.
Oh, if only we named our company Frogs Cannot Move Backwards. Yet another piece of wise advice from Bartholonude.
Well, it's true, damn it.
Oh, man.
All right, so now that I'm up on the frog, can I see anything else in the room that I couldn't see before? I imagine not, because you said it was like a pretty visible room, but I figured I would ask.
No. Okay. You just have a higher view of everything. Tapestries, there's a different light shining in on the room from where you were walking in before, since the windows are lower than you were.
Okay.
You see how dusty it is, really.
Oh, they should clean in here.
I would like to leave him on the frog by himself. And go see what's going on with them.
Okay.
So originally, we noticed that on top of the two pillars that are beside the frog, that there were bowls.
Yes.
So I want to shout to Hamilton, Hamilton, are there anything in the bowls? As you can now look down on them.
Oh.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay,
So-
then let me check.
All right. We've made so many perception checks already, but go ahead and make another one.
Roger. I'm probably about to fall off this frog.
Did you just critically fail that roll?
I sure did.
All right. So you kind of lean over. Not gonna have you fall off the frog because this is a large frog and you're a small individual. But you kind of lean over and you have your hands up on like the neck where before it flares back onto its cheeks.
Frogs have necks?
Well, the neck area.
I mean,
sorry,
yeah.
where it kind of flares out into the cheeks of the frog.
Yeah.
So you have like your hands on that and you slip and you like bust your chin.
Good.
Off of the front, and yeah. So
my boyish good looks.
from where you are, you cannot see anything in
Ruined.
the bowls.
My beautiful face.
So I should be able to. I should be able to tell, like, if I could walk up to the thing and look into the bowls. And
Yeah,
see
the
if there's
bowl-
anything.
He
the
could probably
bowls-
just walk up and just look in.
But instead, I'm like 12 feet away. Like, check that.
You're like 7 some foot tall.
Oh,
like
I'm
you're
huge,
you're
yeah.
you're tall,
Yeah.
and the bowls are on like 4.5 foot pillars,
Oh,
and the
well.
bowls are like 7 inches deep.
I might be
So,
able to see that.
Yeah, you might be able to look down into it.
So let me just walk up there and look down into those bowls.
All right, so you walk up from the statue, back up the little slope, and traverse the area to the bowl. You look in one, there's nothing in it, and you traverse to the other and look in, and there is nothing in it.
Okay, so these guys are walking around doing all their dumb shit. I want to inspect one of the orbs because the piece of paper laying there caught my attention, and I read it, and I want to go and kind of see what these orbs are about.
Okay, so you walk over to the orbs, and as you appear to look at the orb, it's probably a little over a foot high from like the tallest point to the tallest point. Probably just a little more than that, and the same. It's a perfect circle. So they appear to have a dim light coming from the middle of them, and they are on a base that's almost like a X, except all at the ends they're in like an X pattern, like a square, and then it's sitting
Directly in the center.
Right.
I gotcha. So is there anything like, I'm holding, I'm, a shield and all that stuff. I'm like, walk up to it. Like these orbs, do they seem to be, any kind of, I don't really know the word, but emitting any kind of,
like magic, aura, or
magic, or like, any kind of, things.
you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Yeah, we can do that. It's an 18.
18. Okay. So you get towards the orbs, and as you you kind of put your hand on it, and you kind of like feel it a little bit, and you notice it doesn't change at all. The light doesn't change. It doesn't change as you get closer to it or anything. However, you do feel a slight. It's almost like you know how you fall asleep on your hand and it gets numb. Your hand gets tingly as the blood starts to flow back into it. You get that kind of feeling as you like put your hand
Close to
on it. Yeah, and the closer you get to it, the more it is.
Okay.
Stranger danger.
Hey guys, I think we should. I think there's something about these orbs that we should.
Find out.
So he draws he draws to my attention, and I walk over to him.
Yeah,
And I'm looking at kind of what he's doing, and of course, you know, I just had the piece of paper looking at it, so I'm kind of concerned about, you know, what we're getting ourselves into. I'm not exactly sure. This guy, he's craving death, the person who wrote this note, and so I want to go ahead and bless. I'm going to cast bless on my party, and bless allows you to bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw, before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number to their attack roll or their saving throw. So that way, if some shit's about to go down on you 3, you're at least you're blessed.
How long does your spell last?
It does not say. Duration is 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay.
Hashtag blessed.
Okay, so you're saying just in case.
Yeah, we're about to engage in something here,
So-
and my perception is just that some shit could go down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and bless them, and if something goes down the next minute, then, you know, they're blessed. Hashtag.
Okay. So you okay. Cool. So everyone is you extend your hand, and you like as they're all doing their thing, and you just kind of like mumble a prayer under your breath, and you kind of like extend your hand, and there's the room kind of fills with a little bit of light, and you guys kind of hear like a like as you fill the room, and you guys feel invigorated and empowered, and you guys have been
Horny.
hashtag blessed.
Boner.
You guys,
Just fucking horny.
you guys
as
have been
shit.
hashtag blessed by Bartholonude.
Powerful.
There you go. Look at that. That's some
Huzzah!
that's some Tinkerbell shit right there. You guys are good.
Stinker spells.
All right. So what's next?
Well, first, I think we need to get dipshit off the frog.
He can do it himself.
True. Fuck him.
That's what he gets for calling me a drama queen.
I'm going to go over to the base of the frog, and I'm going to look up at Hamilton. I'm going to stretch my arms out and be like,
You can jump to daddy. I'll catch you, I promise.
I'm not very big, so
I know.
it won't be much to catch.
I want to make sure you're safe.
That's really sweet.
Jump into my arms.
Well,
I don't trust you.
come on. I got nothing.
He's like, I got nothing.
Jump to me, brother.
I got nothing
Jump
for
to
that.
me, brother. I'll get you off. Hamilton, I would trust him if I were you.
Oh, that sounds like a
so
threat.
can we just all like 3 circle down there and be like,
Yeah,
who
like
does the puppy trust the most? Jump to daddy. Like, can we do that? Come on.
I don't. This is your story. You guys do what you want.
So I'm going to cast command on Hamilton.
Okay, so real question before I get off this frog.
Okay.
I don't remember. Whenever we came into the room, did we see any doors other than the one that we came through?
No.
We just saw the passageway like sloping downward, but then Topher went down there and there were no doors
Yeah,
down there either,
that's where
right?
like the bedroom was,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
statue and everything.
But there were
but-
no doors down there either.
Correct. Yeah.
So
the
there's
only
one way in, one way out that we can see.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And I can't see anything from up where I'm at.
No. No.
Okay, what about, you said that there was light coming in through the windows.
Yeah. You're on like the second floor of this building, so the moonlight is high in the sky, as I said in the first episode.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. I guess I'm going to get down in that case.
You're just gonna climb down, or you're gonna leap into Topher's arms.
Oh, no, I'm going to leap right at him. But I'm going to midair tuck my knees up to my chest and go butt first.
He's gonna get pink eye.
That sounds like a
Permanent fucking disadvantage.
that sounds like an
take one
acrobatics check to me.
damage every
I'm
day.
ready.
All right,
I'm ready to do an acrobatics.
It's funny
check.
because they're both blessed.
Actually,
So
I
they
need
can
to do
both add 4 to whatever rolls they roll.
so what I would like to do is, to clarify, before I jump, I'm gonna cast guidance on Topher, which before the spell ends, and it lasts for a minute, the target can roll a d4, add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
Probably a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
face sitting
Probably.
inability. 'cause it's
So yeah, I am ready now.
All right, so here's how this plays out. You stand up on the edge of this frog, and you take like a running leap, and you have your quarterstaff out, and you like like in the air as soon as you hit. You jump and you like lean over and you like pow past them, blast them with this. What was it called?
Guidance.
Okay, you like go like blow and like you hit him with that guidance, and then you like buckle down in midair and like turn around and like put
Butt
your
first.
ass like right towards
Oh,
him as
yeah.
you're like flying at him. Now go ahead and make an acrobatics check to make sure you're capable of doing that.
That's gonna hurt.
Did you roll a critical fail again?
Sure did.
Oh my god!
You want
All
to
right,
dig
so
through
you-
your bag of dice over there and get yourself some new ones.
You like as you are jumping, you like blap and you cast this on him, and it definitely succeeds. It's a wonderful spell cast. But what you didn't realize that you jumped far too early off of this frog, and then you start to fall, and like your feet hit the edge of the statue, and you go like head over heels and just start tumbling off the side of this frog.
I see this and I run over and I dive and catch him. So he does. I
Cartwheeling.
catch him while he's falling.
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure he doesn't take max damage. He looks like, you've ever seen like a puppy
He
like
sees my
running and he just like
windmilling
stumbles.
body.
Yeah, it's so sad, but it's so cute. And I was like, I don't want him to die. I'm gonna run over and I want to catch him.
All right. So go ahead and make an athletics check for a nice solid jump, because we need to make sure you can make that jump accordingly. So that way, because you're diving, you can't like hit the statue.
What is it?
Crit fail.
Oh my god!
Wait.
It's perfect.
It doesn't matter.
Can he apply
Not on
the,
a crit fail, can you?
The
What is-
D4?
The blast.
The bless? Because I put
does that
guidance on
work?
him.
Yeah.
So
It's for an ability
I think
check.
that's DM's call, and I'm gonna go ahead and allow that to happen. However,
It's still gonna fail.
because you
still
were
gonna
trying
fail.
because you were trying to save him from a crit fail,
Yeah.
it was gonna be a high check, and you definitely didn't pass that.
Fucking
So
God
actually, here's
damn
how
it.
this is gonna play out. So his
Man.
feet hit the edge of the statue, and he so overconfidently, as Jed and Hamilton both normally do, jump, and then miss the statue, or miss the statue's edge and hit his feet. He starts tumbling through the air. Topher, realizing he doesn't want his friend to get hurt, jumps and then completely miscalculates how close he actually was to this statue, and like has his hands extended and just like face plants against the edge of this statue and like falls there on the floor, like with his face so in pain, and then a fucking rock gnome just tumbles through the air right down on top of him. So, taking no damage for either of you, however.
Sweet.
Very bruised egos.
Yes, yes.
All right, so I just want to pop up immediately, dust myself up, and say, okay, what's next?
Pretending like nothing happened.
Yeah, walking off of Topher's back.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey guys, it's Michael, your Dungeon Master. Thanks for taking the time to check out this week's episode of D&D Kinda. We hope you are enjoying it just as much as we enjoyed making it. Speaking of enjoyment, I really like making this podcast specifically, and well, frankly, it's just because I get to play D&D with my friends. If you like playing D&D anywhere near as much as we do, then let me tell you about two of our sponsors. First up, Elderwood Academy. Elderwood Academy is a company that makes super high quality, premium tabletop gaming accessories. And when I say quality, I mean it. They have codex dice towers, scroll rolling trays, hex chest dice holders, customizable spell books that are crafted to your liking depending on the accessories that you use. You can even get a dice trebuchet. That's right, a literal dice catapult for the super suspenseful D20 rolls. Each accessory is handcrafted to your liking with different woods, finishes, engravings, build options for each of your major accessories. Log on to their website at elderwoodacademy.com and get some sweet merch today. While we are on the topic of sweet tabletop gaming accessories, once I started playing D&D, I was all about finding the coolest accessories I could to make it more fun and personalized. And of course, nothing is more personal than your set of dice. On D&D Kinda, we all have ourselves a set of Skull Splitter dice. What makes these dice so special? Well, it's probably the fact that you could literally split a skull with them if you had to. They're metal. The perfectly balanced, beautiful, hand-finished and crafted metal dice from Skull Splitter are amazing, and even when I'm not playing, I like to roll one around in my hand. They feel great, they roll great, and there's something for everyone. They have hundreds of different combinations, and each set comes either in a baggie or just for $3 more, you can get a tin specialized for your favorite character class with foam inserts. Some even hold 2 sets of dice, just in case one set isn't hot that session. We cannot recommend Skull Splitter Dice enough, and if you want to check out their catalog, head on over to our website, 13palmtrees.com/DNDkinda, and click on the link for Skull Splitter. If you go through that link to get some sweet dice, D&D Kinda gets 15% of the proceeds. Help us out while making your tabletop gaming experience better in the process. That website is 13palmtrees.com/DNDkinda. Thanks, everyone. Let's get back to the episode.
So, okay.
I don't know.
The orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe trying to put the orbs in the bowls of the frog.
That's
I like it.
That's a good idea.
So
I stand up and walk over to Benedict.
Topher.
So after Hamilton jumps down, I hear Benedict mention that he wants to take the orbs and put them into the bowls, and I want to just kind of draw everyone to my attention real quick. Please listen to me. This paper that Topher found indicates some startling truths about today's events. This, I believe, is a note from the nobleman, who seems to mention he has been tasked by a god and he wants his life to end. He mentions that he meets his liege tonight to discuss our coming plans, and he will await his tasking, so he's not here tonight. And he also mentioned that his god says that there will be no stop to the horrors, and that this is only the beginning. We are amongst evil here, friends. We need to proceed with caution.
Let me see that paper.
Passes the note to Hamilton.
Envy in almighty arms. Thankful. Tumultuous. Horrors. Clemency. I agree.
All right.
So is my bless, is that still in effect, or has a minute gone by since I've blessed them?
I'd say it's probably been about a minute. I would say it probably took about a solid minute for him to read through that note.
Hashtag unblessed.
Hashtag unblessed.
Fuck.
So
let's
what's
put
next,
those
guys?
orbs.
Well, I mean,
put those orbs in those bowls,
yeah,
baby.
I need those orbs.
Now remember when Topher got near the orbs before, he had that feeling where his hands were
you
numb.
guys didn't know that.
Well, I'm just saying that out loud, not in character voice. I know
Okay,
it's
that's
difficult
fine.
to perceive
Fair
the
enough.
difference.
That's fair enough.
So Josh, go into. You were getting ready to do something. Say something.
Topher, I'm going to need those orbs.
Whenever I touch them, I got a weird feeling like I'd.
That's because you're a pussy. I need the orbs. Hand me the fucking orbs. Give me the orbs.
Okay.
I walk over to the orb and I
Just
try
hold
to
on.
grab it.
Okay, but you could.
Let me try to grab them.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna run down there, probably skipping.
You just skip down the
Yeah,
slope.
I'm gonna skip down the slope.
Are you singing Skiddly Dee as you're doing it?
I don't know. I'd probably be like whistling some Nicki Minaj. And I'm just
Eat
gonna
my ass like a cupcake. Sorry.
Yeah,
Eateth my ass like a cupcake.
I'm gonna go down there to where the orbs are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just chilling there. You gonna try to grab one or?
Yeah. So there's 2 orbs, right? They're different colors.
No, they're the same color.
They're the same color.
They're just emanating
There's
like a white light.
There's no discernible difference between the 2.
No. That you can tell just by looking at them. No,
How do
there's.
I pick between the 2? There's one on the left and one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, these orbs.
How far are they apart from one another?
The wingspan of this eagle is a good like 10 feet. Like,
Can I reach the orbs?
yeah.
I can reach
They're
it.
like
Okay.
at your head.
Got it,
But
but I can
also,
get to 'em.
you should probably be concerned with the weight because you are a little over 3 feet, maybe 4
Yeah.
feet.
Are they pretty big orbs?
They're a little over a foot in diameter.
Okay. Well, I mean, I
sorry.
can probably handle it.
So
It'll be all right.
Can
I'm gonna
I-
go for it.
I'd like to go down there with him and maybe grab an orb as well.
Okay. So you each are on either side of you. You traverse the slope as well, and you walk down. And are you gonna try to pick up an orb?
Yes, I will try to pick up an orb. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm still gonna try to pick up an orb.
okay. So both of you are on either side of this this pedestal that is holding both of these orbs, and you both reach in. And as you get closer to it, you as well both of you feel your hands start to tingle. And as you get closer and closer to these orbs, your hands go completely numb, and you attempt to grasp the orbs.
Just physically.
And
can't.
your hands can physically not get a hold of these things because your hands are completely numb. But oddly enough, as you pull your hands away, they just immediately
And
come
it's-
back into feeling.
It's just as we approach the orbs, right?
Yeah, the closer you get, the feeling.
How close
continues.
could I get to the orb before that happened?
I mean, it's inches.
Okay, cool. So I want to climb. Can I get on the eagle?
It's a real. I told you it was like a 30-foot statue. It's huge.
But the wings are not that high. Because I can reach the orbs, right? And they're on the tip of the wings.
Well,
Okay.
the eagle statue is kind of above. It's like behind the pedestal that's holding him, and the eagle statue is raised off the ground above,
Yeah.
kind of overarching the pedestal.
Okay, so if I get up on the pedestal that the eagle statue is on. And
No,
I'm
the
in-
eagle statue is like on the ground behind the
All
pedestal.
right, let me outline to you what I want to do. And you can tell me whether or not this will work.
Yes, Captain.
I want to get a running start. Launch my body at one of these orbs. And try to blast it off with my body weight.
Well, let me explain to you how D&D works. You can do whatever you want to do, but I'm going to make you roll to do it.
Well, what I mean is, am I going to be able to even, like, because I'm not very tall, am I even going to be able to jump that high to be able to hit the orb?
Depends on how good of an athletics check you do, yeah.
Screw it, let's go. I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
So do you get a running start, but do you like start up top and like run down the slope to like gain speed?
I want to have some, I want to have elevation too. I want to come at it from the top.
Okay, so there's about 10 feet from the beginning of the slope to the top, or like to where the beginning of this pedestal is.
Right on.
So you're gonna jump from there.
No.
Okay, so
No.
you're gonna run down the slope to gain speed and then
Yeah,
jump.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be an athletics check.
Got it. Okay.
So go ahead and give me that.
Yes, that's going to be 18.
Okay. So you take a running start up in the middle of the room, probably parallel to the frog. And you run about 10 feet, 15 feet, and then you like start to go down the slope and you start gaining speed really quick, like faster than your feet can carry you. And you like take a running start and you like your chest like hits the edge of the pedestal where the orbs are resting, like right in the middle of them where they found the note.
Yep.
And you like hit, and then you like your little elbows are like up on top, and your feet are kicking off the floor, like trying or above the floor, like trying to climb up. And you like a little fucking mouse, you like scurry up to the
Yes.
top, and you do land it, and you stand up between the orbs. What's next?
I'm just gonna try to like dive bomb one off because I know that if I get too close to it, I'm gonna go numb.
Before you try that, so these orbs are in the bedroom, right?
In the bedroom area. The bed's just down here.
Okay,
So-
the bed's down here.
Yeah.
Fully made, like sheets,
Everything.
all that shit, pillowcases. I want to try to like wrap one of these orbs like in a sheet, like see if that.
You should probably tell me that because I'm getting ready to attack this thing.
Hamilton, before you attack that orb, we should try to get a sheet or a pillowcase and wrap it. Try to carry it that way.
That makes a lot more sense.
You're gonna hurt yourself. Let's do that.
What a good brother.
I hate you. Strong hatred.
Okay, so Benedict runs over to the bed and just effortlessly like tosses the large comforter type thing on top of the bed off, and then grabs the sheet and just like rips it off the bed and just like runs over. So how do you do this?
I want to like cover it before I go to grab it, so I want to kind of just like toss it.
Okay, so you're just like you just kind of like freaking Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, where he grabs the little thing and like tosses it over the Palantir.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
You do not know who else could be watching. So then you do that, and then you what do you do then? So this blanket the sheet is covering this orb.
I go to grab it. I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to
you
pick
just
it up.
place your hand and just kind of scoop it up.
Yeah.
So as you go to scoop it up, you put your hand on it and you feel nothing. Like everything's normal.
Hell yeah.
So you just scoop it up.
Oh shit!
I'm picking it up.
All right, so you scoop up the orb, and the other orb, as you do this, the light begins to shine, and it starts to blink.
Brother, wait!
Don't put it back. Put it back.
Okay.
We should wait. One,
Same time.
are we taking these orbs to the bowls?
Yes.
Okay. We should probably do this at the same time.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
we don't,
All right.
don't.
Somebody throw me a pillowcase.
I run over to the bed and grab a pillow and throw it as hard as I can at Hamilton.
Okay.
Can you try to like hit him directly in the face?
Yeah, that's
where
what- that
he
was- that
falls
was the
down?
goal.
Can
Like
you
a
make
really
a strength
big pillow?
check?
You know,
Yeah.
I'm on a
Fucking
pedestal
A.
here.
Crit fail.
Pillow doesn't even make it.
I'm switching out my fucking dice. Switching out my dice.
What a shitty roll.
So Topher goes over to the bed and grabs a pillow, and he's like, Hamilton, check this out. And he throws it, but he like doesn't even make his hand straight and just hits himself in the back of the head and just like face plants on the floor.
That didn't. I hope nobody saw that.
Everyone saw it. Should be very embarrassed.
Leave it to the cleric to knock himself out with a pillow.
All right, so you stand up and you have this pillow in your hand.
Yeah, I was like, I'd calmly walk it over and
You know, I have a
place it-
backpack.
I-
Will this thing fit in my backpack?
I mean,
You don't have to take it really far.
Yeah, I mean it will, but it's it. Yeah, it will probably.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it in my backpack.
What
and
else
just
is in
carry
your
it.
backpack? Yeah. You just carrying an empty backpack?
I mean, I think so.
yeah, he's hipster as fuck, dude. Fucking.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The only thing he's got in there is some fucking
got
He's
your
got peace tea.
Beats by Dre.
He's got an HP laptop with an Apple
I
sticker
mean, dude,
on it.
I'm like, I'm high speed as shit. I got all my stuff like attached to my armor. Like it's ready to go. I'm ready to attack.
Okay.
The backpack's just for looks.
He's got Slim Jims.
All right. So let's finish this thing out with Topher. So, because he's coming over at you with the pillowcase,
Yeah,
and you're sitting there like, I'm gonna shove this shit.
Trying
in my
to
backpack.
shove it into my tiny backpack.
I walk over there and I just, after just completely destroying myself with this pillow, I just kind of
Hangs his head and said,
scoot my sad ass over there and place the pillow at his feet, and with my head hanging, I'm just like,
Here's your pillow.
And I kind of walk over and watch what they're doing.
Okay. So you have the pillowcase, Hamilton, and you have the sheet. So how do you guys want to play this?
As I'm watching them do something that I believe to be risky, I cast Bless again.
Okay. Is that a cantrip?
So I want to. Hamilton takes the pillow and removes the pillowcase from it and wraps the pillowcase around the orb and then calls out to Topher and says, "Topher, I don't think I can carry this orb. Would you like to take it?"
Yes, I will.
So I walk over and I pick Hamilton up and carry him to where we're going.
I'm still actually holding the orb.
In the pillowcase, of course.
He just picks me up.
I pick him up and just
carries
carry.
me.
So I carry him over to the bowl.
I would like to clarify something. Did we like retry that and lift the orbs at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Yeah, we didn't.
No, I was gonna say that's not what you guys
yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
But, so that's how you guys
we
wanted to play
haven't
that.
we haven't picked any of the orbs up yet.
Yeah,
But yeah.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I just he wraps it where it's still at, and I pick Hamilton up. So,
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys pick up the orbs at the same
On
time.
the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oopsie daisy.
Okay, so he picks you up, Hamilton, and you guys. What do you guys want to do with these orbs? So you guys.
Bringing them to the bowls,
Yeah,
baby.
take them
Okay.
over to the bowls.
Yeah. Does anything
Quickly.
happen whenever they pick?
Then
them
we're
up?
gonna smoke them.
So both you picked them up at the same time, and they're
Yeah.
both still glowing white.
I got
So
it.
nothing has happened.
Yep, nothing is happening.
All right.
Cool.
So
Right.
yeah, with haste.
Benedict.
Put them.
Benedict.
Yes.
We're gonna do this together, okay?
All right.
We're going left, then right.
Then left and right. We're gonna go. We have to be synchronized as we're walking to these bowls.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk while it's quiet. This beer tastes like shit. Oh God. Oh Jesus. All right,
Okay.
continue.
1, 2.
Wait!
What?
I should call it out. So you two can focus.
We'll focus on walking together.
All right, wait. You guys are counting your walking, or counting to drop? What's going on?
We're gonna
Counting the walking
We're,
so
we're
that
gonna
we're
make sure we're synchronized, like walking there, so the orbs stay as close together or the same distance apart.
So good. Yeah. Okay.
On my mark. Left. Right. Left. Right.
So while they're walking these orbs to the bowls, there is something that happens outside. You assume maybe an extremely dark cloud or something moves in front of the moonlight, and all the light in the room fades. It's extremely dark, and you guys, the only light in the room is now dimmed by the pillowcases and the sheets that are covering the orbs in which you are carrying.
Okay, whenever it goes dark, I'm holding Hamilton in my hands. I'm gonna cast light on Hamilton.
Oh God, that's so good. Okay.
So I touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet.
I can already see Jed having fun with this. So as you do this,
That's a cantrip too, by the way. So we're good.
Hamilton gets this like really strange feeling, and then he can suddenly see everything. And you guys look over, and then Bartholonude and Benedict look over, and Topher is now holding this glowing gnome in his arms. So he's playing Halo now? What the hell?
It's majestic, dude.
All right, and then the room is illuminated in the light of Hamilton's skin.
He's just glowing. He's just emitting like this aura, just this beautiful white light.
I just got some
He
really
must have
good
got
news
laid last
on
night.
glowing.
So I do that while we're still walking over to these bowls. Yeah. So
Right.
Left.
left.
Right.
All right, well, these things are only like 30 feet away, so I imagine it wouldn't have taken you guys that
Yeah,
long.
okay,
to get
so
there.
we're probably there.
Yeah, we're probably there.
Placing.
So you guys position yourselves. There's about 15 feet between you guys, as one of you is standing in front of one of the bowls and the other in front of the other bowl. And you guys are holding the orbs, and you guys extend your hands out forward, and you lay the sheet and pillowcase and their respective bowls. And do you guys drop the orbs in the bowls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull the sheet out from between the bowls, or out from between the orbs, and the orbs fall in their respective bowls. And then you see the bowls actually disappear beneath the orbs. And the orbs are then turn completely white. And as that happens, you guys feel nothing. You see nothing, and nothing happens.
Well, this is possibly scarier than if anything had actually happened.
I'm quite terrified.
Well,
I guess we leave.
I want to walk up and inspect that frog again. I remember him from my scrolls, and I think maybe placing those orbs there might actually have an effect on the frog.
Okay, so
Voice of reason.
So we
Sorry,
didn't.
I'm
Whenever
trying
so whenever we placed the orbs in the bowls disappear, and nothing happened. We didn't hear anything. We didn't see anything. Nothing.
the only thing
other
that
than
happened, like I said, was the
was
bowls disappeared
Like
beneath
there's
the orbs.
no sounds. Nothing.
I mean, other than the normal sound of like the orbs
Something-
clinking in the bowls, and they just disintegrated. It appeared they just like disintegrated, and then they're just stabilized like
And
they
they're
were.
just there.
Yeah, they're just there on top of these pedestals.
I want to look back over at the eagle and see if the bowls appeared on the other pillars.
You cannot see that; it is too far away, and it is very dark.
Even
I
with,
have dark vision.
Well,
Even with 30
you
You
said
have
you
dark
said
vision? I'm sorry. I
no. You said
I
30
do.
feet. The
30
light
feet.
casts 20 feet of bright light, then 20 feet of dim light. So it's 40 feet. Where he
Oh,
could-
does it? Okay.
Yeah, so
okay,
it'd be
that's
40
good.
feet.
That's good to know. You can see from where you are standing. You can see one of the bowls has appeared back above beside the eagle. Yes,
One of the bowls.
where he's
from
standing.
where he's standing, okay.
Yeah, because there is a narrow entryway down in where he can where he's standing. He can see that, so you can assume
So
that both of the
logically,
bowls
they're
are
both
there.
there.
Yeah. Now that being said,
let's move the orbs to both of the bowls. Just fucking with you.
Let's take a nap in the bed.
so did you say you wanted to go check out the frog statue?
Yes, I wanna go check the frog statue out.
Okay, so Bartholonude turns around between the orbs and begins to approach the frog statue. And as he gets closer, he starts to walk steps and steps and steps, and is wondering just how far it is down this little narrow entryway to where this frog statue is actually standing. And then I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20, baby.
Nat 20. All right. Okay. So as you're walking, you stop as you see an opening. There is no frog statue. The frog statue is gone. Oh boy. And there is a
and oh, the minds were blown.
and oh, the mines. There is no frog statue, and beneath the frog statue,
You mean beneath where the frog statue used to be?
Yeah.
well, you could assume it was also beneath the frog statue.
You know what they say about assuming things.
Yeah, fuck you. That's what they say.
I don't think that's what they say.
Beneath the
That'd be
frog
very rude.
statue, or where the frog statue used to be, there is a stairway leading down.
Heaven. Oh, okay. Down with the other way.
A circular spiral staircase leading down. And it is darker than dark.
So what are we doing?
So I'm gonna grab Hamilton and put him on my shoulder and start walking down these stairs because he's a source of
Hand me,
light.
you rapscallion.
Do you tell anybody else about this?
No,
'Cause
I
we're
just
not-
literally
we
grab
just
him.
grab him and just
He just
run.
comes sprinting back up the hallway, says nothing, grabs me, and then just goes running back down.
That's
the
exactly
hallway.
what I
Big
do.
bastard has my brother. So
I look over at Benedict and I'm like,
You just see this shining
As I'm
gnome
running
disappear.
away with Hamilton on my shoulder, I look back over my shoulder at both Benedict and Topher, and I do the
let's go.
come on.
Let go.
Come here.
All right, I follow him, obviously.
Meanwhile, Hamilton's just like,
What in the hell are you doing? I can't believe